Language is rhythm, rhythm is power, power is truth, and truth, well, that's where I spit from. Every syllable's a symbol in the lab I'm in. Band of phonies I decode what the masses miss. Stress on the sound for the emphasis. Rapping like a linguist with the clenched fist. Every syllable's a symbol in the lab I'm in. Band of phonies I decode what the masses miss. Stress on the sound for the emphasis. Rapping like a linguist with the clenched fist. It's a human science. Build bars with alignment. Verse is a scalpel I dissect in silence. I ain't just rhyming, I'm twisting the syntax. Flipping your mind, there ain't no going back. Word science. Language defiance, flowing like fluid through constant appliances. Not just noises, here is refined. I engineer thoughts through the rhythm of mind. I stress the first beat like a Germanic root, but I slide into Latin when I'm bringing the truth. Double entendre with the phony flip. Make a record of the record with a needle hit. Morphology, motion in the form of my grit. Wordsmith starts to read my syllable drip. Like hydrogen popping in a chemistry class. I ignite every line with a critical blast. Every syllable's a symbol in the lab I'm in. Band of phonies I decode what the masses miss. Stress on the sound for the emphasis. Rapping like a linguist with the clenched fist. Every syllable lab I'm in. Band of phonies masses miss. Stress, emphasis. Rapping like a linguist with the clenched science. Build bars with alignment. Verse is a scalpel I dissect in silence. I ain't just rhyming, I'm twisting the syntax. Flipping your mind, there ain't no going back. Science. Language defiance, flowing like fluid through constant appliances. Not just no irresistible. I engineer rhythm of mind. Pragmatic with the tactics, how I set the tone. Flip meanings mid-verse like a metronome. Garage, garage, stress on a twist. Accent the action, never let it be missed. Internal rhyme stacked up, bars interlock. Tick-tock, cadent, time bends when I talk. This ain't rapid linguistic disruption. Phonic percussions with the grammar eruption. Every syllable's a symbol in the lab I'm in. Band of phonies I decode what the masses miss. Stress on the sound for the emphasis. Rapping like a linguist with the clenched fist. Every syllable's a symbol in the lab I'm in. Band of phonies I decode what the masses miss. Stress on the sound for the emphasis. Rapping like a linguist with the clenched fist. It's a word science. Build bars with alignment. First is a skill I dissect in silence. I ain't just running, I'm just in the syntax. Flipping your mind, there ain't no going back. Word science. Language defiance. Floating like fluid through constant appliances. Not just noises, he was refined. I engineer thought through the rhythm of mind. Syntax layer with the poet's tongue. Stress time flows from the lungs I sprung. Semantics in hand, I bend what it means. Context flip like a film on the screen. I spit in items, verbs in position. Lines with precision, bars with a mission. This ain't luck, it's designed like a thesis. A blueprint and rhythm, no skips, no pieces. Not just rapping's applied linguistics. Stress tone rhythm, my language ballistic. Wordplay layered, meaning cryptic. Every verse a code decoded for gifted. This ain't just flow, it's frequency. This ain't just rhyming, it's realignment. This is what science, this is science. Abstract noise experiment.
Welcome to Streaming with Keegan. Press fire to the game.
Hey guys, welcome to Streamin' with Keegan. And we're back with another gaming stream. It's been a while. Been quite a while. I want to say my last gaming stream was probably yet another Minecraft stream. I've been doing a lot of the Minecraft stuff lately. To the extent I've been doing any gaming stuff. And also, that's really awesome to hear, Ordian. Hey, welcome, Cosmic. Nah, every Monday is a variety stream. I've been doing different types of streams not every month, but like, I mean, these past couple of Mondays, I've been going between, music listening, which is streaming with Keegan, listening to your music, and animating with Big Bald Ben, his music video. Streaming with Keegan on Mondays has always been a variety show. Hey, that's dope. Yeah, I mean, the first song that opened here was a a song that Abstract and I made called Word Science, where he basically he wrote the lyrics, came up with the concept idea, but I produced the beat and mixed his vocals. So it was really, really cool. That's one of many collaborations I'm working on with Abstract. Also got a fucking EP coming out in July. But, you know, this game of Elliot's, my brother's name, it's been around, it's been out for a while now. And I wanted to get around to playing it for a long time, but I haven't found the time or the opportunity to do it yet. I guess I've just been putting it off, or not intentionally. I'm excited to play it, but like, just shit keeps happening, you know? And I put it off for a long time, which I'm sure you know the feeling if you've worked with me. But yeah, we're gonna get started with this song. Not song. Gotta get out of the music listening mode. This is a video game that my brother made. It's an online game on itch.io called The Hiding Place. And I'm looking forward to playing it. It's, again, I've played my brother's games before in the past. The last game I played of his, I believe, was Big Boss, which is a first-person goblin maze runner type of game, where you play a goblin character and you're running away from a big hero who's trying to kill you. Actually, you turned the first track we worked on in about a week or less. That was fast. Hey, appreciate it, Cosmic. Yeah, I tried to hurry with that one, especially because I wanted to get it done in time for the month, you know, that submission contest on Indie Boom. But anyway, I'm gonna get started with this. I'm gonna get started with the game now. Let's open here. It's made with Unity. Let's go. So, here's your warning. It's self-harm and suicide and explicit language. It's a game with some dark themes. It's a story game. The Hiding Place. This is by far one of my brother's most, I guess you could say, deep and also dark works. It's very, I don't know, it's one of his first, like, really deep story games. The rest of them are a lot more tongue-in-cheek and goofy. But without further ado, let's get on into this. I've never played this game before. It's been out for a while at this point, but I haven't, like I said, I haven't gotten around to it. By the way, the music you are hearing is also his production. Oop. Right as I say that. I was just trying to tweak the volume on OBS. But yeah, the song you hear right now, that's my brother's production. He is also a musician. And a game dev. And without further ado, we're gonna get into this. I've seen this cutscene before, but it's really pretty. Dear Belle. Dear Belle. Sarah. Oh, okay. Hey sis, I know it's been a while, but I just thought I'd check in on you. How have you been? I know high school was rough for you. I'm sorry I wasn't there. I've just been so busy, you know? Anyway, I've been thinking of coming home for a few days to visit y'all. I know it's been a while since I've been home. Remember when we used to play up on the hill by our house? A bunch of us would meet up after school and play games. It was so fun. I know you had fun too, even if you took the games a bit too seriously. You were so competitive back then. And also such a crybaby, lol. Oh, this is deep. I don't think I haven't read this stuff. this aspect. I'd have to take you back to the house and you'd tell Mom all about how you should have won. This I know my brother inspired a lot of these elements to our own family life growing up. A lot of the personality traits exhibited here definitely reflect our own family life growing up. His childhood, our childhoods. But that was long ago. I know you're not that girl anymore. You're stronger now. But I don't know. After you got into art, we never talked anymore. I know that could just be me. I was also doing a lot around then, but I don't know. All I know is I want to get to come back and get to know you now. Maybe we can even go up to the hill and watch the sunset. I'm emailing Mom and Dad too. Hopefully everything works out. I miss you, Belle. See you soon, hopefully. Love, Rain. Oh, there's the setting sun. This is pretty as hell. There's a cutscene of... Oh, shit. Yeah, this is good. There we are. You see that shadow running away? Here we are. This is the playing field. I remember a little bit about how you move around and stuff, and what the game mechanics are, just from him talking extensively about it. I've never actually played though. Can you wall jump? No. I want to get up to that light source. Oh well, I'll walk over here. Different color, okay. Oh. Beans. What? I'm gonna pretend I didn't read that. Hey you, up there. Do you know where we are? I'm gonna ask that. This is the hiding place. That's the name of the game. Alright. What does that mean? It is a place away from everyone and everything, full of the discarded and forgotten. Ooh. Lost memories, suppressed feelings. And apparently, us. Hey, wait! Shit. Oh my god, they're swearing in it! Oh! Alright, I guess we press E? Oh, that turned everything off, okay. Hey, the stairs are now, like, actually stairs. Oh yeah, that's an element too. I think darkness plays a role in here. Ah. Right. I remember darkness plays a role in this. Darkness and light. There you are. I've been looking all over for you. Where have you been? Are you the person I saw earlier? No, at least I didn't see you. I'm your sister, Rain. It hasn't been that long, has it? I know my hair is a different color, but at least my face is roughly the same. Now anyway, where have you been? We've all been waiting for you. I'm not sure. Not sure? Wait, let me guess. You're working on some new art piece. I'm right, am I? I'm right, aren't I? How is your art going, by the way? You know, there's this scholarship at my college for art students that might be perfect for you. Of course, assuming you still want to go to college for it. I know you're already so good at it. I don't do art anymore. Oh, okay. So, what have you been doing? Yeah, and also if you're curious, this game definitely, my brother, I think, was definitely inspired in part by games such as Amori. It definitely has a lot of themes from that game. Where it's like suppressed feelings, and depression and stuff like that. Mental health issues. So I don't know how to get up here. There aren't any platforms. Okay, I just fell. All right, I have to go back now. Yeah, I saw you already. Do I have to go through this dialogue again? All right. Okay. So, I don't know how to get up here. Maybe well, oh, okay. There we go. Gotcha. All right. I was wondering because it always has something. There's always like a trick of the light, element to this. How do I? Wait. Alright, I don't know how to solve this particular puzzle. I don't know how to turn the light off. There's a way that you can, like, cover up the light and then make it appear again, but I don't know how to. I don't think I can reach that high. Hey, I don't know what I did, but I fixed it. Oh, I must have gone through the other light switch and then fucked with something. Whoa, what's this? Hey, Mom, I'm back. Hi, honey. How did your art competition go? Just look. Ah. Oh my, Belle, that's amazing. I'm so proud of you. I'm so sorry I couldn't be there. It's okay, Mom. I can't believe I did it. People loved it. They loved me. That's so great, honey. I know you worked so hard on this. How about we all celebrate together and watch a movie, huh? Oh, not now. I gotta work on my next piece. I now have people at school who are waiting to see it. Wow, that's great. That's great, but make sure to pace yourself. How about you work on it? How about you work on it tomorrow? Mom, I can't wait. I have to get better for next year's competition. Next year? Yeah. Honey, next year you're moving to the public high school, remember? Oh, I forgot. But maybe there is an art competition at your new school. I'll go check. Thanks, Mom. I'll be up in my room. Okay, but we are still going to watch that movie tonight. Oh shit. A dark shadow in the night took away the certificate, the college thing. Award. Oh fuck. Ah. Okay. That's cool. Looks like you're cornered. Now give me back my award. Your award? This is mine. Oh. Wait, you're me? Yeah, I am. And I'm the one who won this award. Now get out of my way. Oh shit. Wait, hold on a second. Let go. Oh shit. I just want to talk. Oh shit. I'm so sorry. Shit. I'd be so stupid. Of course I broke it. Why would I try to take it from her? I'm such an asshole. Oh shit. Wait, stop. Stop what? Stop yelling, it'll hear you. What? But I'm not yelling, you're yelling. Oh no, it heard you. Run! Shit. Wait, what hurt us? Oh shit, what's happening? Oh my god, it's something. Wait, oh my god, wait, hold on. Oh god, it's still following. Oh god, that's weird. Shit. Oh fuck. Okay. Fuck. There we go. Come on. Wait, how do I get up here? I can't get on this other platform. What the fuck? Oh, I have to cover it up. I have to cover up the light. Damn it. Fuck. How do I escape now? Bro. Oh, there we go. Whew. This is cool, man. This is cool as hell. Alright, God, I love these mechanics. This is so clever. There we go. Oh, great. How am I supposed to do this? Oh, shit! Fuck! God damn it. Ah. All right. There we go. There's the award, and there's the younger version of me. This is a flashback. Oh, and she was working all late at night, and that's why she's, like, sleeping through the class. I wasn't talking to you, Siri. Jesus, shut the fuck up. We're back. Hey, Mom. Oh, how did the art competition go? Let me guess. Belle, you won again, right? Ooh. Come on, let me see the award. Certificate of participation. Bella Adams. Oh. Well, I mean, at least you tried your best. Shut up. Belle, it's okay. Rain meant... No, I know what rain meant. I did try my best, but it meant nothing. Nothing. Shh, it's okay. No, it's not okay. Art is the only thing I'm good at. I'm socially awkward, have no friends, not smart, but at least I could draw. Oof. But now I have nothing. Fuck. Yeah, dude. This is heavy, and... man. Yeah, especially hits different when you know the person, you know, who made the art. This is definitely a reflection in some respects, but I don't want to say too much, because I don't know what would be, like, considered, breach of, like, I don't know, privacy or whatever, but it's like, you know. Nah, that's, I knew this was a very personal project for my brother. One of the reasons why I wanted to play it. Not that I wouldn't have played it with all the other stuff, and I can definitely relate in a lot of respects. I'm nothing. You're never nothing. Everyone is something. You're unconditionally valuable. Ooh. Fuck. I'm going to my room. Oh, the rain says that. I'm going to my room. Who even am I now? You're Belle, my daughter. You always were and always will be. Shit. Oh my god. Hey. Are you okay? How could you lose? I tried my best. That doesn't help. I know. I thought this was the first award. Oh. I'm sorry. I'm sorry about that. Listen, I know it's hard, but we have to accept that it's okay if we aren't good at art. We are unconditionally valuable. I know you don't believe that. Shit. Oh, what's this? It's a glowy thing. Ah! Now the shadows are helping me. Fuck. Wait. Shit. Okay. Alright, I did it. Perfect. Alright. No. No! God damn it. Didn't mean to do that. No, not. There we go. Bro. Such a trippy game mechanic. Aw, man. Bro, come on. Bro. Ugh. How did I do it so perfectly last time? Okay, that one's visible. This one just isn't now. Ugh. Oh, fuck. To leave the room and re-enter it. Gotcha. All right. There we go. Now I'm never gonna come back and get out of that room. But how do I leave now? What do I do? Fuck. Oh, wait. Why can I throw this thing? I think I can make this wall invisible. What do I do? Can I throw it? I don't know if I can. It should show me a control if I can. But like, if I get through this wall, maybe I can get through this wall. I don't know. There's like a section. There's like a second where it's invisible, but I can't like go through it. This might be where I'm stuck. I might DM my brother and see if he can give me a hint. He knows I'm streaming this. I don't know if he's watching. I'll just let him know if he wants to join the chat. Alright, I'll let him know. See if he responds. Should I have never picked up the ball? Maybe I shouldn't have done that. But if I approached it, I don't know. Can I make it? Are there like control? Oop, I didn't mean to minimize. Oh, I can throw it. Oh, okay. All right. There we go. Okay, maybe I need to turn the switch back off. Now what? Never mind, I might be stuck again. Okay. Toss the ball away. Maybe toss it over there. Fuck. Oh. Damn it. There we go. It's Mom. Belle? Belle? Mom, you're here. Belle? Where are you? Mom, what are you saying? I'm right here. Belle, I'm getting worried. Open your door right now. What? Door? What door? I'm unlocking it. Hold on, honey. What? Oh. Oh my God. Oh my God. Ooh. Mom, where are you? Fuck. Mom? Does that mean I'm dead? Oh my God. Oh, there's the monster again. Shit. Damn it, a dead end. Oh shit. Belle, what do we do? Belle? Oh fuck. The pills. Oh my God. Shit. Yeah, I know a little bit about this story because Elliot's talked about it, but yeah. This is dark. God. And that's the, oh my God, that's the picture. That's the image. Shit. Fuck. Oh God. Oh. Oh fuck. Hang on, we gotta rescue younger Belle. Okay. God damn it. Oh, that's hilarious. In a fucked up way. Okay. Is it gone? Looks like it. Oh no, it's just in the other room. Fuck. Oh, this is a boss battle. Cool. What the hell do I do? Okay, there's the orb. Gotta throw it at it. It's another orb. Fuck, okay. Okay. Shit. Fuck, how do I... Okay, I need to turn the light switch on. What? Why isn't it working? Not doing anything. Bro. Yo, okay, maybe it's on the other side. I explored everything I can over here, right? Yeah, there's just a wall here. Okay. Damn it. There's the other orb here. Alright. Bro. Come on. There we go. Ooh. Alright, that was the final blow, I guess. Oh my god. Hey, look at me. Are you okay? Yeah, I am. Aww. I can't believe I'm alive. Yeah, although I don't know how dying works exactly here. No, not me. Us. What? I saw something inside that thing. Something I didn't want. Something it didn't want me to see. What? Oh, Belle, you're still alive. Ah, failed suicide attempt. Oh. Yeah, to be continued. All right. Wow. Yeah, I knew it was going to be heavy, but holy shit. That was beautiful and tragic. I don't have the words for that. Again, I definitely like pick up the elements and the inspiration from games like Amori. It definitely reminds me of Amori. Not necessarily the gameplay, but the subject matter, the story. Definitely. And it, is definitely stemming from a lot of, elements. Like, a lot of inspiration from your life. Yeah. Let's read the description for this. The Hiding Place is a puzzle platformer centered around things changing in the dark. You play as a girl named Belle. She is trapped in a place called the Hiding Place. She doesn't remember anything about how she ended up here. That's kind of similar to Amori too, where Amori, aka Sunny, is in a dream state in his mind, trying to forget about something. Very similar parallels there. Join her as you uncover the dark corners of your past, as you shine light on your hidden memories. Ah, that's the symbolism. I interpreted the... Okay, yeah, so also if you're wondering, all the mentions of game jams and whatnot, this is a game jam is basically like, it's ironically kind of similar to I guess you could say the topic contest album, I'm butchering what they're called, but like the song contests, like the lyric contests on Indie Boom Shockwave, it's similar to that. Songwriting club, that stuff. It's similar to that in the sense that there's a theme and you're trying to make a game or a piece of art around said theme. So it's like, again, it's similar to the Songwriting Club on Indie Boom Shockwave, except it's for video games. And there are multiple of these game jams, apparently. My brother regularly engages in them, and a majority of the games on his itch.io page are because he was working with a deadline to get these to people. Which is something to be said about deadlines, Cosmic Pulse, if you're still there. The fact that there was a deadline or a due date for our collab, a self-imposed one. And to be fair, my brother's was also self-imposed, but it was something that I wanted to do. It was something that I wanted to write lyrics for a particular songwriting club of a month. It definitely helped me speed up the process of making and my productivity in that regard. My brother and I have a few things in common in the sense that we both put a lot of value and effort in our work, and I don't know, I think we both get a lot out of our art and the way we see ourselves in relation to the art we make. But anyway, to continue the description, this game jam theme is shadows and alchemy, which is basically the equivalent of like one of the subjects in like the songwriting club, for instance, the May prompt is let's see. The May prompt is Vivid Dreams, Carnival of Life, or Chasing Butterflies. Shit like that. And this one, again, is Shadows and Alchemy. I interpreted the alchemy part of the theme to mean change, and made my game all about how things change in Shadow. This idea plays into the main gameplay mechanics of the game, as well as the story. One little detail about the way I made this game is I participated in 2 jams during its development. The other was the OST composing jam number 7, where I made most of the soundtrack of this game. Yeah, that's another thing. He composed all of the songs in this game. The theme for that jam was Inside My World, which partly informed my choices for this game. You can check out the OST I submitted here. Note that the final OST that made it into the game is slightly different. Right. Well, this is a music show, so why not? Let's listen to this. Here we go. Look, we even got screenshots of the FL projects here. Ah. All right, well. Okay, so I have to download them in order to hear them. All right. Cool. This soundtrack is a bit interesting, although I'm supposed to make it a soundtrack for a hypothetical game. Okay. I don't need to read this. Hiding Place OST.zip. Yeah, let's just download the whole thing. Extract. Here they are. The Hiding Place, All My Fault, How I've Fallen, I'm Not Hiding Anymore. Now, all these songs, or like a majority of these songs, I'm sure we heard throughout the game, but still, I'm gonna listen to them. This is The Hiding Place. I'm guessing this is going to be like the... Ah, okay. This is like the day-to-day level music. Oh yes, I finished it already. It was awesome. It was so good. I definitely, I know you've talked about it, like, I know you've talked about it, with me and with our, you know, with mom and everything, and, it's, yeah, no, it's very moving, very deep, and, yeah, no, I really liked it. My words can't, my befuddled words cannot do it justice. It was really good. Of course, it was like hit home a lot because I know a lot of this. Like it's not only is it a dark subject, but it's also like, yeah, you know. It's like personal, even if it's not directly related to me, it's like personal vicariously through me. Or I don't know if that's the right term, but like, anyway, it was really good. I'm now listening to the soundtrack alone, just to pad up extra time. If you want, you could like move the playhead back and rewatch some elements of my gameplay. I didn't expect it to end so soon. Do you mind if I react to your video live on stream, or would you rather I not? That's another thing I'm wondering is like, how much do you want me to share, I guess? I mean, it's all public, so. That was The Hiding Place. All My Fault. Let's go. Let's listen to this one. Yeah, this is so beautiful. My brother is such an amazing composer. This is a good one. I remember this. I remember when this started playing. The cutscenes with these songs are just so much heavier. Yeah, man, this is so good. So it just adds an extra level of hauntingness to all of this. I seriously can't believe I haven't fucking played this until now. How I've Fallen. This is the next one in the OST. This might be the menu music. Yes, this is the menu music. Okay. If you're listening to this, how do you? Yeah. Yeah. I thought you might get a laugh out of that. It was very funny. Very anticlimactic. Curious to know if it's cool if I, like... What is it? Maybe I don't. Maybe I shouldn't. I'm just... Yeah, no, I won't. I'll just, I'll watch the video in my own time. That was How I Fallen. That one's like, I like that one a lot. That was dope. Again, it really hits different now that you've seen the, now that you have seen the video game associated with all these songs. It's like, so your songs, a lot of these songs are already like very gloomy and melancholy, but now with the game, it's like, holy fucking shit. Okay. I mean, maybe I might. I don't know. I mean, maybe to pad out time, but I'm not sure. Maybe I don't fucking know. There are not too many people watching this stream at this point. There are like 3 eyeballs on the stream total, and 2 of them are probably me because I'm monitoring the streams on YouTube and Twitch. The 3rd eyeball is probably you. I'm gonna listen to I'm Not Hiding Anymore. All right. Well, I might, but I'm not sure. I'm gonna at least go to your YouTube channel, I guess. You see my fucking recommended. This is a good one. This is the boss fight one, isn't it? Ooh, who the fuck is this guy? Nah, I'll just find you on my, I have you here. Oh yeah, no, I remember watching, I watched a decent amount of it until I realized, oh wait, I don't want to be spoiled, and then I stopped. This is a cool boss fight music. Hey, welcome, Voxen. My brother's on. I was just playing a game of his. It's really, really cool. It sucks you missed the gameplay section. But yeah. We're doing well. If you want to, if you have, I mean, you could like rewatch my gameplay of this game. It's really cool. Vox Musics. I don't know if you've ever like. By the way, the song I'm listening to is produced by my brother, who's code red in the chat. But fuck, what was I gonna say? If you want to rewatch the me play the video game, by all means, do so. And also, I don't know if you've heard of like Vox Music. I don't know if you've heard of like video games like Amori. Have you ever heard of Amori, Vox Musics? Because this game is kind of similar to Amori in certain thematic ways. And it's also like deeply personal. Well, yeah. Anyway, that was really cool. I never know if I'm oversharing. All right, cool. You can rewatch. I guess I'll watch the video. because I'm curious. Just pan out the time, pad out the time of the stream, and yeah, before I get ready for Indie Boom Shockwave, I'll watch the rest of this video.
If you want, you can pause, but all you need to know was this was simply the first version of the story that I needed to make for the soundtrack jam. In the end,
this is my brother's voice, by the way. I'll start from the beginning. I heard of Mori, but never played it before. Is it an RPG like Undertale? Yeah, it's similar to Undertale, but it's like a platformer RPG.
Last summer, I decided I wanted to make my first Steam game. I had many concepts, but I couldn't get started on anything. My ideas were just too big, and I kept second-guessing small creative decisions.
Yeah, go ahead and say it. Our voices sound similar. We get that a lot.
So, with time running out, I knew I would have to challenge myself in order to get something finished. Pirate Software, or Thor, is a game dev streamer that you may recognize either from his motivational YouTube shorts or possibly from his more recent controversies. Last summer,
I don't know for
he hosted
either
a
of those things.
Long game jam with over 15,000 people and 2,300 games. This was just the challenge I was looking for. I signed up with the intention that I would make a prototype for my first Steam game.
Yeah, for those of you who don't know, game jams, I mentioned this before, but game jams are a lot like what they do on Indie Boom Shockwave, which is like the fucking songwriting club shit, where they like give you a theme for a song you could write the lyrics for, and then you have a certain amount of time to finish it and see if you win. Because my game is also definitely inspired off of Night in the Woods. Oh, Night in the Woods. Right, I forgot that was also an inspiration. Yeah, no, it has kind of like the physics or like the gameplay vibes of Night in the Woods in terms of like the running stuff. You know, it's also melancholy like Night in the Woods too, but kind of has like a story element similar to Amori in the sense that it's like a anyway, I don't want to spoil too much.
However,
even though this video is about to spoil the entire game. So Boxin, if you want to rewatch it, spoiler free, you might want to click off at a certain point if you want.
Not quite what happened.
How I accidentally made my dream game in 2 weeks.
Now, though I'd participated in game jams before, this time was different. Firstly, I normally participate in shorter jams, around 3 days in length, so 2 weeks was longer than I was used to.
Imagine making a game and imagine coding and programming a video game in 3 days. That's crazy.
I decided to do this
all right, see ya. See ya, bro.
jam alone. Normally, I at least team up with my friend Golden Disguise, who does all of the art for our games. However, here I wanted to go alone because I was planning to turn this into my first Steam game, and in order to make a Steam game with him, I would have wanted to make a business or partnership with him. But since he was only 17, it was unadvisable for me to do so. So my only options were to wait until he turned 18 in order to make a business with him, or create my first Steam game alone. And I decided I just didn't want to wait, so I signed up for the 15th Pirate Software Jam. And then I saw another jam. This jam was unique. Instead of a game jam, it was a soundtrack jam. Specifically, it was the 7th OST Composing Jam. The goal was to make a soundtrack for a hypothetical game given a theme, and then judges would rate the soundtracks. No game would be created for the jam, just a game idea and the soundtrack. Now, I had started getting into creating music about a year prior, but I hadn't gotten
That's beatbox. That's beatbox. My brother started his music composition journey through beatbox, but then graduated to FL Studio later in the game.
To really share much of it. I started making music using a great website called Beatbox, but I was now learning FL Studio, and though I wasn't very good yet, I thought this jam might be a great way to improve. However, the end of it slightly overlapped with the Pirate Software Jam, so I guess I couldn't participate. Oh well. Unless I had a crazy idea. What if I participated in both jams and used my soundtrack for the game jam? Now, immediately, this idea might seem crazy. I mean, both jams have their own themes. What if they conflict? Well, I decided it was worth the risk.
This is really good
Not
editing,
only
by
were
the
there
way.
about 4 days of overlap where I would know both themes, but also, worst case, I could just submit a half-baked soundtrack and just not use it for the game jam. It wasn't a big deal either way for me. It just seemed like a fun additional challenge. However, as the time approached, all the stuff I'd signed up for started to hit me. A 2-week jam while I have class and a summer job and another jam at the same time? What had I got myself into? Well, it was too late to turn back now. As I went to bed the night before the soundtrack...
I remember that game he made last year, the one with the monster, or was it goblins? Yeah, it was Big Boss. That was the last game I played of his, Big Boss, where you play like this goblin guy, and you have a bunch of goblin minions, and you're being killed by like the hero. It was so long ago. God, that was literally the last game I played of his, and he's made several. Well, I guess this is his latest, but it's been out for a while at this point, and I haven't played it, knowing it's been out for a while. But yeah.
Track jam theme would be announced. I thought about what the theme might be. This theme would not only influence my soundtrack, but also my first Steam game. I had to hope it was vague, or at least open to interpretation, or else this soundtrack jam might just be a waste of my time. I woke up the next morning and ran to my computer to see the theme. Inside my world. It was perfect. Not only was it objectively cool as hell, but it also left a lot to be interpreted, and I really didn't see how it could possibly conflict with whatever the theme for the game jam might be. However, the real reason I like this theme so much is because it reminded me of a particular game idea. Remember how I said my game ideas were too big and intimidating? Well, one in particular, my dream game, was really intimidating. It was this narrative-driven game that would take a lot of inspiration from games like Night in the Woods, Undertale, Celeste, and others.
Wow,
and
Amori wasn't even mentioned.
Right for this game for years, but I could never decide on anything. I must have rewritten the story like 10 times. However, this theme immediately made me return to the idea and think about how I could use this game jam as an opportunity to finally break my writer's block. I tried not to get too attached to this idea though, since the game jam theme could still come in and totally ruin it, but I was getting pretty excited. I did work on some songs at this stage, but ultimately I decided to wait for the game jam theme to be announced. 5 days later, I went to bed, eagerly anticipating what the theme would turn out to be. The next morning, I turned on my computer and saw the theme. Shadows and alchemy. This theme I was not as sure of. It didn't immediately conflict with my idea, but I also didn't see an easy way to implement it. I mean, shadows and alchemy? The alchemy bit didn't really mesh well with my story idea.
The way he implemented it is so cool.
Didn't really like the theme that much. It felt like two decent but ultimately unrelated themes mashed together. And that is actually what it was. They were the two most voted themes that for some reason were just combined. Whatever,
Yay.
I wasn't gonna let a subpar theme stop me. I saw on the Game Jam page several possible interpretations for the theme, and one particular interpretation of alchemy really intrigued me. Change, transformation. Now that I could work into my story. So I started to frame my story around the idea of things changing in Shadow, and things started clicking into place. Soon, I had a fully fledged game idea for the hiding place. You would wake up trapped.
So, I'm going to pause here. Let you know that there are spoilers at this point. And if you want to watch me play the game without any spoilers, you can go ahead and do so. But if you want to continue watching with me through this video, you also can do that. Just here to let you know. Because I played through this whole game, and it is a RPG.
In this mysterious place.
You can also play the game yourself. I have it linked on the YouTube pinned comment if you want. It's on itch.io.
Called,
online game.
The hiding place. That you would explore, learning about your past through dialogues and flashbacks. The game would ultimately be story-driven, and the gameplay genre would be puzzle platformer, although I wasn't wedded to this at first. What I was wedded to was the idea of things changing in Shadow. I whipped together this quick prototype where an object appeared and disappeared as it went in and out of your field of view, and it seemed really cool. The platformer bit honestly just came from the fact that my original story game idea had always just been a platformer in my mind, akin
so
to
seamless
Night in
the way.
Woods.
Yeah, see that?
I decided to draft
it's so similar,
akin to Night in the Woods.
The way they jump
addition,
is
I
even
decided
similar.
to draft a first version of my story. Now, even though this didn't end up being the final story, it does definitely contain spoilers. So if you want to play the game without spoilers, pause now and play.
Yeah. Like he said, pause now and play. Or watch me play if you want.
Have you played? Okay, good. Here
Have
it
you?
is. If you want, you can pause, but all you need to know was this was simply the first version of the story that I needed to make for the soundtrack jam. In the end, I made 4 songs for the soundtrack. One, called Hidden, was the main theme, which ended up being used for the main menu and the opening cutscene. Another, called Hiding Place, was the gameplay theme, which was slower, meant to accompany slow puzzle solving. Then there was All My Fault, which was a dramatic piece designed for the big reveal where the player finds out Belle, the main character, unalived herself. And lastly, I'm Not Hiding Anymore, which was the final boss track. Overall, I'm pretty happy with how the songs turned out. I made heavy use of motifs in the songs, although I'm not sure if I would call them light motifs, as they aren't really related to particular elements in the story. Regardless,
such a formal way of saying melody.
Just as it ended. At this point, 4 days of the game jam had already passed, so I had about 10 days left to work on the majority of the game. So I got started right away. First, I tackled the player. I started by creating the character art for Belle in this program called Algodo, which is not at all designed for making art, but if you're familiar at all with any of my previous work, you might understand why I made this decision. Simply put, I know how to use Algodo, and also I was going for sort of a geometric art style anyway, so I think it worked out well. Then I animated her using 2D bones in Unity, which took me a whole day, since I'm not great at animation. However, despite that,
turned out really well.
Turned out pretty good. And with those animations, combined with some platforming code and the main mechanic, the game looked like this. To make the whole appearing and disappearing thing as smooth as possible, I added some raycasts into the shadow casting code URP provided, which I worried would be laggy, but it actually wasn't too bad. So the game was looking pretty good. However, there was a slight problem. The game didn't feel good. And yet, I didn't have enough time to dwell on it because I needed to move on immediately and focus on what really mattered, the story, using my remaining week. And that week wasn't actually even a full week. When you account for the fact that I had 2 days of work in school to deal with, I actually only had 5 days left. This means I had less than half of the original game jam time.
This is crazy how he
story for
did
my
this
story game.
In such
it's
short
like
notice.
Over half of your time drawing the circle, and now it's time to draw the rest of the fucking owl. So, needless to say, I had my work cut out for me. After my 2-day break from the jam, I decided to make a game design document. Not only was this a requirement
choice and
for the
backing
jam,
music
but it
is
also gave me the opportunity
amazing.
to finalize the scope of the game. I decided, given the time left, I would have to tell the character's backstory in just 4 cutscenes. An opening scene, 2 flashbacks, and the
it was really good,
revelation
if not
scene.
brief. That one was so dark, man. It's but so profound and so moving.
I just didn't have enough time to implement it, given the time constraints. Since the story was my focus, I started on these scenes right away.
By the way, since I see 5 eyes in the chat, if anyone's watching right now, first of all, hi. I already played the game in question that belongs to my brother, which is Hiding Place. Fuck, I almost forgot the name of my own brother's game. How could I? I played it already. If you want to go back to where I was playing it, you can go ahead and do so. I'm watching his video after the fact about how he made it and the process involved in making it. But yeah.
Dialogue, I used Yarn Spinner, which is a great dialogue system that I've used before and was used in the game Night in the Woods, one of my inspirations. Then I started on the backgrounds for the cutscenes. I was hoping to get all of the backgrounds done in just a couple of days, but in one whole day, I didn't even finish one, which wasn't a good sign. However, I am really happy with how this background turned out, so I think the time spent was worth it. Since the background art was taking so long, I decided to move on to finishing up character art. In addition to the main character, Belle, I made 5 other characters. Belle's mother, Belle's sister, Rain, 2 school friends who ended up going unused, and Belle's
I didn't
younger
see
self.
them.
Now, Belle's younger self was not originally planned, but early on I decided to add her as a sort of guide to the hiding place, a narrative thread connecting the hiding place to the flashbacks.
Yeah, that was
However,
a good choice.
To add her, I had to add small dialogue scenes into the hiding place. Luckily, these ended up being pretty easy because of Yarnspinner's ability to give commands that would call functions in the game, like characters moving left or right, camera fading, etc. Using those methods, I quickly made most of the first level where you meet young Belle. Now, at this point, I had only 3 full days left, and when I realized how little time I had, I kinda panicked. So I made a much more in-depth plan for the remaining 3 days, outlining exactly when I would finish all of the remaining
Create
features in order to finish the
self-hatred.
game on time. This ended up being vital to the completion of the game. Waking up with a newfound confidence, I immediately got to work by finishing the opening cutscene and first level, and finally started work on gameplay levels. However, quickly the issue of the game not feeling right came up again. I quickly realized this was at least partly because of the light coming from you, so I decided to ditch that and instead make light switches. This fixed my design issue, but made the game far less complex. I ended up adding back the whole light coming from you thing in the form of an item you get for later levels, but that didn't feel good either. Overall, I was just really unhappy with the gameplay, but I just didn't have the time to focus on fixing it. Instead, I went back to the cutscenes. The second cutscene luckily took way less time than the first, and I was able to finish it in just a few hours. Then, before calling it a day, I made the scene where you find out the person you had been following is actually a younger version of you, and when you're introduced to the big bad, your own self-hatred.
The big
This
bad.
scene had a lot of moving parts, so I only got started on it this day before I ran out of time. The next day, I quickly finished up the scene. To finish it, I had to create a new animation where you and your younger self tussle with the award they won. The idea here was that the tussle would prompt Belle to start berating herself because she got mad at your younger self, and then that would summon her self-hatred, the big monster. Overall, I was pretty proud of this scene, so even though it took a bit of extra time, I think it was worth it. The thing that took the most time was the self-hatred monster. I was able to use the procedural animation logic.
It was really good, the way its fucking tentacle things were moving around and shit. Really well done. I love how smoothly the animation and all the like the physics with her hair and everything is so smoothly rendered, and all the I love that shit.
Controlling Belle's hair on the tentacles, but making the whole monster move was a real challenge. I spent some time trying to make the tentacles collide with the walls, but this proved to be too difficult, so I ended up giving up on it and ultimately throwing that time away, which really sucked. Next, I did the third cutscene. It had a cool opening that I'm pretty happy with, and luckily it didn't take much time. And then I did a scene with Belle's sister, Rain. In this scene, I actually hid a little Easter egg, a bit of foreshadowing. I wonder if you can find it. Then I made a chase scene with the self-hatred monster.
I don't know if I did.
And a couple more gameplay scenes. Because I had already made the monster, the chase scene didn't take long to make. However, the gameplay scene saw the return of the whole light coming from you mechanic in the form of an orb that you could pick up and throw, which could also be used as a weapon later in the boss fight.
Yeah,
Lastly,
I figured that out.
I finished the day off by working on a small interaction with Belle's mom. This was a pretty dramatic scene, and
Dude, it was a fucking insane scene. This was by far this and the scene where you get to see Belle like fucking rocking herself as she's about to like take her own life. That Jesus Christ, that was dark as shit, but so cool.
I'm gonna be real. I was getting pretty emotional writing it. It was the end of the day.
I was
midnight, and I had only about 24 hours left before the end.
I got emotional playing it.
I would submit this game to the world. This game that was my shot at making my dream story game. I was ready.
Fuck.
As you can see from this list, I did a lot this day. I woke up at 6 a.m., giving me exactly 24 hours to finish the game. I was ready. I started by fixing some bugs with my previous work and created the scene where the self-hatred corners you. This took a little longer than I was hoping, but I still had some time left in the morning, so I decided to tackle the revelation scene, where the player finds out Belle unalived herself. This proved to be a difficult scene. Luckily, I had a pretty good vision for what I wanted this scene to look like pretty early on, so in the end it took me about 5 hours to make, which was totally worth it. That cutscene is definitely my favorite part of the game.
It's
I'm
so
really proud
good
with how it turned out. I ended up making a new song for it as well, which acted as the build-up into the song that I made for this scene in the soundtrack jam. Although I did have to shorten that song a little bit to fit the actual length of the scene. After finishing that scene, all that was left was the final boss. Now, instead of a boss fight, I planned to have a puzzle while the boss was slowly chasing you around the room. However, this ended up being not very fun, and pretty buggy. The boss got stuck a lot. So instead, I just made the boss move up and down as a basic obstacle while you solve the puzzle. It wasn't great, but I really didn't have time to make anything better. After finding 3 orbs and hitting it 3 times, it would run away, triggering the final little scene, and then the end of the game. So I had finally completed the main story, but unfortunately not the whole game. With the last remaining hours, I scrambled together the last bits of the game. The main menu, some last music tracks, sound effects, things like that. And after all of that, it was about 2 a.m. The jam was ending in just 4 hours. So
Crazy.
I spent what little time I had left playtesting and polishing the game, before finally at 4 a.m. submitting it. And immediately noticing an issue. The text in the game didn't show up. This was a major problem, as most of the game was dialogue, and I need to figure this out fast. Luckily, I quickly found that the issue was browser.
I love that. I also, I love the fact that this is such a fucking clever thing. I love the fact that when he realizes he's in trouble, he's using like the fucking scary, bad, like horror music he fucking had for his video game. It's kind of funny.
Dependent, and playing the game in Firefox fixed the issue for me.
Yay!
I tried to see if there was any other solutions, but I couldn't figure out any quick enough, so I just added a note in the description of the game saying that it worked best in Firefox, and then called it a night.
Well, it works for me on GX, so to be fair, he probably edited it since then, or fixed it.
I had done it. The game was finally complete, and I was really proud of it. I still am really proud of it. I really love how the story, and in particular the art, turned out. As mentioned before, I am not an artist. Most of my games have been made with the help of my animator friend Golden Skies, who basically does all of the art for my other games. So I wasn't sure at all how the art would turn out. But I'm happy to say that I think it turned out alright. The game definitely has some issues though. One was the text issue, but that got fixed as soon as the voting period was over. The real issue was the gameplay. The game mechanics just were never really the focus of the game idea, and I think it shows. The puzzles just don't make use of the mechanics super well, and that's partially because the mechanics were just really difficult to make puzzles for.
Bro,
In addition,
no, it was
I think the boss fight is really lackluster. I wish I did something more interesting with it.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, I will say about the boss fight. I mean, it was cool to try to solve the puzzles and shit, but like the boss itself was kind of underwhelming. It was mostly just. It would have been cool maybe to have like a time limit though. That would have been interesting to see like maybe like I don't know if the boss should be pursuing you, but like either the boss could like throw projectiles at you, or like here are just some ideas, or there could be like a time limit, maybe like before the fucking self-hatred consumes the younger version of you or something. Also just the consumption idea from the boss, since like self-hatred kind of tends to consume you, the symbolism there would have been a neat thing. But apart from that, like, yeah, a suggestion for the full game eventually.
How much time I had left when I started working on it, it's understandable it ended up being half-baked.
Yeah, and I would say it was really good.
I consider the game a success.
Yeah.
But what did others think of it? Did the Game Jam judges see it as
this other thought it was great?
A success? Well, yes, Sort of. You see, unlike most jams, where the developers double as judges, there was a dedicated team of judges who would rate the games. The idea was that this would prevent review bombing, however, instead it brought a new issue. There were far more games than judges, so each game only got one review on average, which, in my opinion, led to a much worse situation than if they just used developers for the judges. With only one review, you are totally dependent on the judge you got. It just wasn't a fair system. But oh well, after the review period was over, I went to check my review. I was ready for anything, and reminding myself that with only one review, the opinion was going to be inherently biased. I was not going to be surprised. And yet, somehow, I was surprised. I got full marks. 5 out of 5 stars in all categories. I was ecstatic. Sure, the review was biased, but it literally was as well as I possibly could have done. Score-wise, it made
Hang on,
biased,
I want to
but
see. Music. Judge feedback is anonymous. Music, theme, mechanics, clever use of shadow, and very interesting story. I really loved playing this game. The only thing that I think might be useful is some tutorial aspect of the mechanics. Yeah, that's true. They weren't too difficult to figure out, but from the perspective of someone that isn't as experienced in games, might get frustrated without a little bit of guidance. Yeah, the shadow mechanic was pretty easy to figure out. But the fact that I didn't realize you could throw the ball until much later, and if you could, I didn't know how. Like, yeah, the spoilers are done. The spoilers are done. Did you end up watching a little bit of the game? Did you end up watching a little bit of the gameplay, or nah? Either way, it's fine. Yeah. But yeah, no, I would say I think in certain respects this reviewer has a point, just in terms of maybe a little bit more guidance. I play video games, but I didn't really know what to do when I was stuck at that one point for a while. That's when I DM'd you, by the way. Oh, cool. Yeah. Dude, Vox, and it's a heavy game. It's a heavy game, but it's a good one. It's very emotional and very dark. But it's good. I really like it a lot. It definitely has it definitely reminds me of Night in the Woods and Amori. Yeah.
Literally was as well as I possibly could have done. Score-wise, it made my game tied for first with around 50 other games. But it wasn't over yet. There was still one stage left. The judges were going to go through a list of 50 favorites and narrow it down to a top 10. Because the number of games with a perfect score was around 50, I figured my game must be in contention for the top 10. So I was unbelievably excited. My game might be shown on stream and shouted out by Thor himself. So when the top 10 were announced, let's just say I was a bit disappointed to find out that my game may not have even been in the running.
Oh, what?
Not only was my game not in the top 10, but a majority of the games in the top 10 didn't even get full marks.
What?
Now, there's nothing wrong with this. The judges can pick games however they want. But I cannot lie, it did feel like it invalidated my perfect score. What was the point of getting a perfect score if they were just going to pick games on other criteria? I never did find out if my game was in the top 50, since they never released a list of the games they were considering. And overall, even with a good score, I just felt unsatisfied. Sure, I did well, but only according to one person. In general, I'm just not a big fan with how this jam was formatted. However, I'm still really happy with how my game did. I got some great feedback, and a lot of people connected with the story, which is ultimately what I cared about.
Ooh, I want to read these.
Great feedback, and a lot of people connected with the story.
Well, as long as it's not too spoilery. It might be a bit spoilery. I'm afraid. I think it's because I'm on a Mac.
Which is ultimately what I cared about most.
Spoil. Okay, great. Okay, this isn't gonna be spoilery, I guess. This is amazing. I related to so much of this. Hit me very hard in the feels. I was super invested in this as I played. I didn't really want to spoil anything in the comment for other people, so I'll just say that though the narrative is excellent, very happy to have played it. The visuals are amazing. The music is great and very fitting too. Loved the game mechanics too. Here's some feedback notes when you continue working on this. Please continue to work on this.
I had finally put...
I think another comment mentioned this, but going back to rooms seems to break the game. I got pretty close to the end, and then I did this. On my second attempt, I accidentally soft locked myself in the room that has a downward slope, where you throw the orb. I got the right side, and anyway, it doesn't really matter.
Put a good step.
These are just glitches, I guess. Game might need a bit of tuning. Yeah.
Forward in the creation of my dream game. And in the soundtrack jam, despite not doing very well, I still got a lot of nice feedback and got to share my music. So finally, that wraps up the story and brings us to today. You might be wondering, what happened to turning this into my first Steam game? And why is this video so late? Well, while turning this game into a Steam game was my intention when I finished, I soon realized that I was conflicted on actually following through. You see, this game was very similar to the dream game I had been imagining, but not quite the same. It is definitely a good game in its own right, and one that ideally would get a Steam release, but if I were to go forward with that, I might never feel the need to make my dream game. I don't know if that makes sense. Ultimately, I just decided this game wasn't it. With that being said, I'm not content leaving the hiding place as it is, or at least I'm not content with leaving behind the idea of making a game like it, since I still really want to make my dream game. The hiding place was a good practice run towards doing that, but ultimately it didn't lead to the game I wanted to create. But that's okay, I'm still really proud of what I did create. As far as why this video is so late, it's mainly because of school. However, I've also been working on other projects during this time, including a game that I am planning to turn into my first actual Steam game. So if that sounds interesting to you, please consider subscribing. Also, if you've somehow gotten this far into the video and haven't tried the game, I would really appreciate it if you would give it a try. It isn't long, about 30-ish minutes, and I put a lot of effort into it. Anyways, that's pretty much
30-ish minutes.
I hope you all have a great rest of your day, and thanks for watching. Bye!
Yeah. Oh. Ugh. That was a good fucking tongue tied now. I can't say shit. Yeah. That was awesome. Really awesome game. I don't know, it's very moving. Yeah. Well, playing the game too, you're gonna know what I'm talking about. It's really good. I'm really proud of my brother for doing this. So I might play a little bit of his other games just to pad out the time. I don't know if I want to end just yet. I mean, I don't know. I might. Getting ready for Indie Boom Shockwave. That's coming up. You know what? Well, actually, if you want to play the game first, that's also fine. I might, you know what? I'll actually call it quits here. It's a little bit. We're getting a little bit close to the end. So I think I'll call it quits, actually. Once again, thank you guys so much for watching. It's been an honor. I don't know. Felt like the right thing to fucking say. I don't know. It's been an honor serving with you. Oh shit. Yeah, you got to see a little bit of spoiler of what the song that I think I want to play for y'all. For the ending song, this is Word Science. We're gonna close it off with Word Science by Abstractius Artemis. This is one of the many collaborations I've been doing. And we're gonna close the stream off with it. Word Science by Abstractius Artemis. I opened with it, and I'm gonna close with it. I produced the beat. I also mixed in the vocals. This is but obviously Abstract wrote the lyrics and also came up with the concept idea. But I produced the beat and mixed the vocals, and yeah, here it is. I'm gonna release my plugin in a few minutes. Still working on the video though. Hey, that's dope, Fox, and I'll be watching it. Definitely. I mean, I'm really intrigued. I can't wait to watch it. I'm also really intrigued with how you set up the UI and shit, which I know you said you were going to talk about at some point. But in any event, I'll see you next time. I'll see you on the Indie Boom Shockwave, which is like literally fucking 20 minutes from now. Peace.
Language is rhythm, rhythm is power, power is truth, and truth, well that's where I spit from. Every syllable's a symbol in the lab I'm in. Bend the phonies I decode what the masses miss. Stress on the sound so the emphasis. Rapping like a linguist with the clenched fist. Every syllable's a symbol in the lab I'm in. Bend the phonies I decode what the masses miss. Stress on the sound so the emphasis. Rapping like a linguist with the clenched fist. It's a human science. Build bars with alignment. Verse is a scalpel I dissect in silence. I ain't just rhyming, I'm twisting the syntax. Flipping your mind, there ain't no going back. Word science. Language defiance, flowing like fluid through constant appliances. Not just noises, here is refined. I engineer thoughts through the rhythm of mine. I stress the first beat like a Germanic root, but I slide into Latin when I'm bringing the truth. Double entendre with the phony flip. Make a record of the record with a needle hit. Morphology morphing in the form of my grit. Wordsmith starts to read my syllable tree. Like hydrogen popping in a chemistry class. I ignite every line with a critical blast. Every syllable's a symbol in the lab I'm in. Bend the phonies I decode what the masses miss. Stress on the sound for the emphasis. Rapping like a linguist with the clenched fist. Every syllable lab I'm in. Bend the phonies the masses miss. Stress, emphasis. Rapping like a linguist with the clenched fist. Science, build bars with alignment. First is a scalpel I dissect in silence. I ain't just rhyming, I'm twisting the syntax. Flipping your mind, there ain't no going back. Science, language defiance, flowing like fluid through constant appliances. Not just no irresistibly. I engineer rhythm of mind. Pragmatic with the tactics, how I set the tone. Flip meanings mid-verse like a metronome. Garage, stress on a twist. Accent the action, never let it be missed. Internal rhyme stacked up, bars into lock. Tick-tock, cadence, time bends when I talk. This ain't rap, it's linguistic disruption. Phonic percussions with the grammar eruption. Every syllable's a symbol in the lab I'm in. Bend the phonies I decode what the masses miss. Stress on the sound for the emphasis. Rapping like a linguist with the clenched fist. Every syllable's a symbol in the lab I'm in. Bend the phonies I decode what the masses miss. Stress on the sound for the emphasis. Rapping like a linguist with the clenched fist. It's a word science. Build bars with alignment. First is a skill I dissect in silence. I ain't just running, I'm twisting the syntax. Flipping your mind, there ain't no going back. Word science. Language defiance, flowing like fluid through constant appliances. Not just noises, he was refined. I engineer thought through the rhythm of mind. Syntax layer with the poet's tongue. Stretch time flows from the lungs I sprung. Semantics in hand, I've been with it me. Context flip like a film on the screen. I spit in ions, verbs of position. Lines with precision, bars with a mission. This ain't luck, it's designed like a thesis. A blueprint and rhythm, no skips, no pieces. Not just rap, it's applied linguistics. Stress tone rhythm, my language ballistic. Quick play